Disney's announcement of a Snow White remake was met with more than just excitement. It was the start of a series of controversies that are still ongoing. When the news broke that Disney was planning a live-action remake of the beloved classic Snow White, the reaction was mixed, to say the least. On one hand, there was the usual anticipation that comes with any upcoming Disney release. On the other, a wave of criticism and backlash began to build, threatening to overshadow the excitement. Why the backlash, you ask? Well, it's a bit complicated. You see, Disney's live-action remakes have a bit of a reputation. Some fans and critics alike have taken to dismissing them as mere cash grabs, an attempt by the company to cash in on millennial nostalgia. They argue that these remakes rarely hold a candle to the original animated films in terms of craftsmanship and storytelling. But it doesn't end there. The critical discourse surrounding these remakes has been infected by a new breed of reactionary content creators. They blend anti-woke talking points with fan grievances, creating a potent mix of criticism that's difficult to ignore. And Snow White has proved no exception to this trend. From the moment of its announcement, the remake has been the subject of numerous controversies, each more intense than the last. And as Disney continues to churn out remakes, the controversy surrounding Snow White only seems to intensify. In the face of all this, one thing becomes clear: adapting Snow White is not going to be as straightforward as previous Disney remakes. Disney's past successes with 90s classics such as Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin have shown that it's possible to successfully adapt beloved animated films to live action. But with Snow White, a film that's over 80 years old and carries with it a set of cultural expectations that have shifted significantly over the years, the task seems much more daunting. As the backlash raged on, it became clear that adapting Snow White would not be as simple as previous remakes. The casting of Rachel Zegler as Snow White was the first major controversy surrounding the remake. It was a decision that sent shockwaves through the online community, sparking a heated debate that transcended the usual boundaries of pop culture chatter. Many critics and commentators voiced their disapproval, arguing that Zegler, who is of Colombian and Polish descent, wasn't pale enough to play the part. This was a reference to the original fairy tale, where Snow White is described as having skin as white as snow. Some even went as far as to express this sentiment through racist backlash. But Zegler, a rising star fresh off her acclaimed performance in West Side Story, didn't let the controversy dampen her spirits. Instead, she faced the backlash head-on. In an interview with Variety, she acknowledged the uproar, stating that she was trending on Twitter for days because all of the people were angry. Yet Zegler didn't just stop at acknowledging the controversy. She used it as an opportunity to express her pride in playing a Latina princess, highlighting the significance of the role in Spanish-speaking countries. She emphasized that Snow White is a big deal in these communities, and she was proud to bring representation to them. On X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, Zegler posted pictures of herself dressed as various Disney princesses as a child. She wrote, "Extremely appreciative of the love I feel from those defending me online, but please don't tag me in the nonsensical discourse about my casting. I really truly do not want to see it, so I leave you these photos. I hope every child knows they can be a princess no matter what." In the face of controversy, Zegler's response was a masterclass in grace and resilience. She utilized her platform to promote a message of inclusivity, representation, and the idea that anyone can be a princess regardless of their skin color. Despite the controversy, Zegler remained steadfast, promoting a message of inclusivity and representation. The next controversy hit when Disney revealed that only one actor with dwarfism would be featured in the remake, with the rest of the companions played by non-dwarf actors. This announcement stirred up a storm online. Critics argued that Disney had missed a golden opportunity to cast 7 actors with dwarfism, thus providing much-needed representation in an industry where such roles are scarce. Others, however, raised concerns about the potential perpetuation of stereotypes should the original concept of 7 dwarfs be maintained. Adding fuel to the debate was Game of Thrones star Peter Dinklage. He criticized the remake on Marc Maron's WTF podcast, stating it was a backwards story. Dinklage expressed his disappointment that while Disney proudly cast a Latina actress as Snow White, they were still telling a story about 7 dwarfs. Disney didn't stay silent amidst the uproar. In response to Dinklage's comments, they defended their decision, stating their aim was to avoid reinforcing stereotypes from the original animated film. They reassured fans and critics alike that they had been consulting with members of the dwarfism community to ensure a respectful and accurate portrayal of these characters. Interestingly, Dinklage's comments sparked a further controversy within the dwarfism community itself. While some agreed with his sentiments, others objected. expressing concern over the potential loss of acting opportunities for actors with dwarfism. Actress Katrina Kemp was among those voicing their disappointment, describing the casting as a missed opportunity to make a movie with 7 little people where they actually have intended characters. This controversy, like the others surrounding the upcoming Snow White remake, emphasizes the delicate balancing act Disney has to perform. On the one hand, they need to be mindful of avoiding stereotypes that were present in the original animated film. On the other hand, they also need to ensure representation and inclusion within their casting decisions. This controversy highlighted the delicate balance Disney must strike between avoiding stereotypes and providing representation. Zegler's candid speaking style has also brought its own share of controversy. Rachel Zegler, the lead in Disney's live-action remake of Snow White, is known for her frankness. She's not one to shy away from expressing her thoughts and feelings, even when it comes to promoting her films. This open and unfiltered approach, while refreshing to some, has led to further controversy surrounding the film. Zegler's comments have sometimes been viewed as adding fuel to the already heated backlash against the Snow White remake. The actress's willingness to address the controversy head-on has only served to stoke the flames of the ongoing debate. For instance, without going into specifics, Zegler's comments on the casting controversy sparked a significant amount of discussion. Her remarks, which were intended to address the controversy, were met with mixed reactions. Some applauded her for standing up for herself and pushing back against the criticism, while others felt that her comments only exacerbated the situation. Moreover, Zegler's remarks about the portrayal of Snow White's 7 companions have also drawn attention. Her perspective on the matter, while thought-provoking, has sparked further debate and added another layer of complexity to the ongoing controversy. Zegler's tendency to speak her mind, while certainly a breath of fresh air in an industry often characterized by carefully crafted PR responses, has made her a focal point in the discourse surrounding the remake of Snow White. Her outspokenness, combined with the already contentious nature of the film, has kept the Snow White remake in the headlines. As we inch closer to the film's release date in March 2024, it's clear that the controversies surrounding Disney's Snow White remake show no signs of slowing down. Each new development seems to add another log to the fire, keeping the debate alive and kicking. Zegler's candid speaking style has also brought its own share of controversy. This statement rings true, as Zegler's unfiltered approach to addressing the film's controversies has only added to the ongoing discourse. As the release date approaches, the controversies surrounding Disney's Snow White remake continue to pile up. With the release date looming, it remains to be seen how these controversies will impact the film's reception. The storm of debate surrounding the Snow White remake has certainly stirred the waters, but the aftermath is yet to unfold. As the film inches closer to its debut, the question on everyone's mind is, will the backlash continue, or will Disney fans finally calm down? Let's consider the potential implications. An ongoing backlash could hamper the film's success, causing a dent in Disney's revenue and reputation. On the other hand, if the storm subsides and the film is well received, it could be a turning point for Disney's approach to live-action remakes. It could potentially pave the way for more diverse casting and a shift away from outdated stereotypes. The film's reception will also have a significant impact on future Disney remakes. If Snow White proves to be successful, despite the controversy, it could encourage Disney to continue pushing boundaries and challenging expectations. However, if the film fails to meet expectations, it could lead Disney to reevaluate its approach to these remakes, possibly steering towards safer, less controversial choices. Moreover, the backlash could have a broader cultural impact. The controversies surrounding Snow White have sparked important conversations about representation, diversity, and cultural sensitivity. These discussions could influence not only Disney's future projects, but also the wider film industry. It could encourage more filmmakers to be mindful of their casting choices and narrative decisions, leading to more inclusive and diverse films. But at the end of the day, the film's success will ultimately be decided by the audience. Will they embrace this new interpretation of the classic tale, or will they reject it in favor of the original? The answer lies in the hands of the viewers themselves. Only time will tell if Disney's gamble with the Snow White remake will pay off, or if it will be another chapter in the ongoing discourse surrounding Disney's live-action remakes.